All right, FloatHSFootball.com here with Middleburg. Flag football head coach Jay Stilianou. The Broncos just won 26-6 over Andrew Jackson in their first ever regional playoff game. Coach, total dominating effort, both sides of the ball. What did you tell the girls? I mean, at first, winning that first district championship, now getting that first playoff win. What has it been like for you to come in and establish a method of tradition of actually winning ball games and actually believing in themselves to get to this point?
No, it's been absolutely amazing. The group of kids are absolutely awesome. And just like you said, to get them just to believe in them, and it wasn't necessarily a talent factor. It wasn't the fact that they couldn't accomplish those things. It was just knowing that you can accomplish those things, right? And just piping in that belief every single day, talking about that certainty. Like, if we do the little things, right, and we do our job better than everybody else, then we're going to have a chance to win at the end of the game.
I mean, you just became athletic director here during the start of the school year. You've been, became the flag football head coach. You came over from Clay High, where you were part of teams, especially that won the team a couple of years ago that got to Boca Raton in the Final Four. I mean, what is that experience from there, being an assistant coach, being there, now being the head coach and taking over a program that at one point was flag football was pretty much an afterthought?
Oh yeah, listen, to be a part of that, and Jared Moses and those young ladies over there that my daughter, Liz, I mean, there's so many, Zeno, I mean, there were so many girls that came through that program and just bought in and just see how they worked every day and see what Mo was preaching, to take those same things and to bring them over here and try to copy that, try to mimic that, and know that that's the recipe for success. Why change it? Don't fix it if it ain't broke, right?
I mean, and that's right there. I mean, you all beat Clay twice this year, which that's the first time ever for y'all doing that, and being able to win the district championship by beating them. But tonight, you dominate on offense, but y'all managed to get two interceptions, not pick sixes like you want. And I know you were yelling for some pick sixes, but being able to get those interceptions, I mean, what does that say for being able to dominate both sides of the ball against a team that Andrew Jackson? I mean, they played pretty well coming out of Duval County this year.
Oh, listen, hats off to that team. You know what I mean? That team competed to the end, and that's why I went over and told those young ladies. When you lose, that's a terrible feeling for anybody, right? And unfortunately, there's only going to be one person that's smiling at the end of this year. But for them to compete into the final whistle was big time. But defensively, I mean, again, we have to do our job, right? And then the people up front, it's their job to apply pressure. I mean, football is football. You know what I mean? When I call and ask people, defensively, what are they doing, or what is this team doing, and they're 1-3, I don't understand that. I understand cover 3, I understand cover 2, and we do those same exact principles. Whether we're defensively or offensively, we run the exact same thing. There just doesn't happen to be an O-line up there or an D line, so to speak. But our rush, she's the key. If she's going to apply pressure, we feel like we have a chance to make that ball float and to go get it.
Now, I mean, the potential opponent choice could be either FAMU, DRS, or Choctaw. Choctaw is well known in the state, especially with the way they play ball out there in the Panhandle. What is it going to be like for y'all, especially for the fact if you have to go to Choctaw? What is it going to be like, considering that's a 5-hour bus ride basically for these girls? How are you going to be able to preach to them and keep it in their mind that you're going there to play a ball game no matter where it's at?
Right, no, 100%. That's a great question, by the way. And both of those teams are extremely talented, you know what I mean? And I've been able to see, the FAMU team, I think they came over a couple years and played Fleming Island, if I remember right, and the young lady they had at quarterback, if I remember right, her number was number 9, one of the best athletes I've ever seen. I'm sure that it's the same, you know what I mean? So they got it kind of rolling. And then Choctaw, I'm assuming Mr. Bay is still over there.
Oh, yes, Jim Bay's still over there.
He's a great guy. They don't really get better than that guy. I mean, he's got that program rolling, and it is a program, you know what I mean, rolling, and year in and year out, if you're going to come from this side, like, you're probably going to have to go through Choctaw at some point in time. So I don't know exactly who we're going to play, but I can tell you both of those teams are going to be ready. They're going to be well coached, and they're going to have athletes, so it's going to be tough.
And one more thing, how does it feel to be the only Clay County team left standing after tonight?
Yeah, no, it feels awesome. It really does. It feels, if we're the only Clay County team, then I'm assuming we're the only team in North Florida, which it's an amazing feeling, but that has nothing really to do with what I did, Josh, honestly. It's all about those girls and what they did and my assistant coaches. I'm just a guy out there yelling and acting like. You
just had to get them to buy in to what you can,
100%.
And they showed it tonight that they bought in.
Again, they're the magic, right? They're the ingredients. Everything that we need to be successful is them, and hopefully we get lucky enough to keep it rolling, and we'll see what happens.
All right, well, Coach, appreciate it. Best of luck next Monday night.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you.